Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the instant match reaction. Not so instant. I've left it an hour to calm down. To Burnley 2, Everton 1. Another defeat on the road for Everton. Their fifth straight defeat on the road for Sam Allardyce. We probably shouldn't be surprised now. We lose every away game. We can't put a performance together for the game. It's always the same. It's one half decent sometimes and the other half pathetic, and that's exactly what we got today. He named the team. The Finch Farm mole was wrong, and he played Calvert-Lewin. People thought it'd be a 4-4-2. We got what we knew would probably happen, which is he just played them on the left, so it was 4-3-3 again. But it was okay. Coleman come in, Baines didn't. Oh well. You know, when the first start, the first 15 minutes, it was all Burnley. You know, they were getting crosses in and shots, and we were getting blocks in. But we slowly started to get a little bit of a foot in the game, and Gylfi Sigurdsson done a lovely bit of footwork and cut it back, and Theo Walcott should have scored, and he blazed over the bar. Should have left it for Tom Davies, who would have had a tap in. And we can't, that gave us a little bit of confidence, I think, and we started to counter-attack Burnley and took the lead. Cenk Tosun with his first goal in an Everton shirt after 20 minutes, and it was a good goal. Sigurdsson done ever so well, getting the ball back, played the ball in, got it back, knocked it out, and Walcott crossed it. Seamus Coleman, great little flick, and Cenk Tosun with a brilliant jackknife header into the corner to give Everton the lead, and made up for Cenk. His first goal in an Everton shirt will hopefully give him some confidence. And then after that, yeah, Burnley were always a threat. They get loads of crosses in. It's quite basic football, but they're good at it. So why not do it? Play to your strengths. And I think that's what Sean Dyche is very good at. And, you know, they bombarded us with long balls, which Ashley Barnes done ever so well. Won headers, got shots in. But we had so many chances on the counter-attack to make it 2-0. You know, and we just didn't take it. Theo Walcott has one where it's a good move. I think it's Tosun who plays the ball across, and he comes inside brilliantly. And if he just squares it, Sigurdsson's got a tap in for 2-0. And he doesn't. Then Theo had another one which the keeper saved. You know, and we ended up with looking a threat every time we broke. We were breaking at a bit of pace. Just our decision in the final third that stopped us going 2 goals to the good. We went in at half-time 1-0 up. You know, and you knew that Sean Dyche was going to get into it. They put Chris Wood on at half-time, so we knew what to expect. More long balls, then 2 winning headers. And we simply couldn't cope. We didn't come out for the second half, so whatever Sam Allardyce said at half-time didn't work, because he came out and we were no threat whatsoever in the second half. They got level with just some mistakes all round, really. Dominic Calvert-Lewin allows the fullback to just go past them as if he's not there. You know, a bit of lazy play by Dom not closing down. And then he just whacks a ball down the line. Michael Keane and Ashley Williams let Barnes run between them. And then where's Jordan Pickford? He's beaten Keane. If Pickford comes out, he shuts that down immediately, and he doesn't. He stays on his line, and Barnes ends up putting it in on the 6-yard box. It was just a bizarre goal, considering Pickford had made an unbelievable save from a Barnes header in the first half, to then go and let something in as cheaply as that was just a bit mad. Burnley took over for the next 5 or 10 minutes, and we had to ride our luck a little bit. But bad defending again, you know, Martina not closing people down, allowing crosses. Keane and Williams nowhere near their 2 strikers. It's very basic. I thought at half-time, this will be easier for us now, because Williams will take one, Keane will take the other. It's happy days. And we didn't. You just let them run off them. I mean, I thought Michael Keane done okay. I thought defensively at times he was good. He got his head on a lot of things, got blocks in. Williams, I thought, was terrible all day. But then other times Keane just lets people run off him, and you're like, just get back to defending like defenders are supposed to do. Mark your man. This zonal marking as well, what a load of nonsense that is. Absolute nonsense. Just pick a man up and mark him. They eventually get a call. You know, Gylfi Sigurdsson misses a gilt-edged chance, really, to put us 2-1 up. He does brilliantly in the first place. pulls it down under pressure, and he's got 3 men squared, and he doesn't even hit the target, and that was a key moment in the game. I thought he'd had a decent game for us. But, you know, they get in front. Again, the bad defending gives them the opportunity to get a corner. They then get another corner. And from it, it's the most basic goal you're ever going to see in football. Something we can't do, by the way. So hats off to Burnley. A straight ball into the 6-yard box. Ashley Williams has got a man. It's Chris Wood's his man. Just lets him run off. He just runs off, man, heads in it. And there you go, 2-1 down, and he's there doing a little, like a toddler in the supermarket when you can't buy him. You know, you're not going to buy him the toy or whatever he wants. Stands there stamping his feet. That's what Williams does. Pathetic excuse for a captain today. Talk about a captain display. Where was it? What's happened to Williams, the leader? What's happened to Ashley Williams from the Euros in 2016 when he led by example, pulled people together? Now, all of this again, and where's like grabbing each other by the throat and going, do your job. Do your job. Not one of them do it. Not one of them do it. We've got a left-back jogging around. Does some good, loads bad. Calvert-Lewin on the wing, totally and utterly ineffective today. Totally and utterly. Throws tackles in and gets booked for no reason other than he lost the ball. You know, players just aren't in 2 centre-backs that aren't winning battles. You know, just all over the pitch. You're just like that with them because you don't know what you're getting. It's just really bad. You know, Burnley under Dice, no winning, 54 was it? When they've lost the first goal, Everton arrive in sound. No winning, fair, you know, 12 games without a win, Everton arrive in sound. Tick, tick. Just dead easy. And that's what we are. We're just such a pushover. It's getting embarrassing. And the time's going to come now for Farhad Moshiri to start making some decisions like a proper owner with ambition that wants Everton to do well. It's great putting the money in, and we thank you, Farhad. The big Ramley Murdoch, I thank you again. But you know what? Let's get the basics right. That is the football with a proper manager who knows what to do, who inspires everybody. Dominic King put a tweet out after the game before saying Everton are at their best when the team and the fans are at one and they move forward as a force. And he's never seen us so fractured. And you know what? He's spot on. I just feel with this team, I've got no love for any of them. I feel like there's a massive, you know, fracture with them all. I'm not a great fan of the manager. Everything's bitty and it's a joke. And then seeing him walk off smirking, nah, not for me. Not for me. I'm sorry. Time has come to start making and acting like a big club. Otherwise, just come out, tell us he's staying for 5 years and we can all pack up and go and watch the Crown Green Bowling or some other shite instead of watching what we are currently watching. Have a look at Ped's instant match reaction. See you soon on Toffee TV.